Damon McEnany. Hello and welcome. Looks like the stands are filling up here at the Cathedral. Couldn't ask for better weather than this.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cleveland State Lacrosse Dynasty. We're in the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. Just 4 teams left. We're taking on the #1 seed Penn State Nittany Lions for a chance at advancing to the championship game. And couldn't be more excited for this matchup.
We are set to kick things off. Nice win on the
Penn State takes the opening face-off.
Comes out on top. Chance here and
oh, my defender just kind of soared past the attackman there. Tough start for the Vikings. Not quite sure what happened on that play.
Here we go now for the reset.
But we will go into our 1-4-1, which paid a lot of dividends for us in the previous round against Virginia.
Lions ball, and we are underway. 14.
Penn State wins the next face-off too. Koopman gets a save. Finally, a little positive momentum for the Vikings. We'll try and get the ball into the offensive zone. Stamura down the middle. Top to Yormick. Oh, very nice save by Colby Knies there for their Nittany Lions. So, as you can see in the title of the video, Penn State is the #1 seed in this tournament. So, you knew this was going to be a really difficult match, no matter what. And if we're able to win this game, as Penn State gets another goal. Looked like he went top shelf on that. But in the other semifinal, it was Robert Morris versus Maryland, and Maryland actually came out on top in that one, 14-8. So that is going to be who will play in the championship match if we are able to win this game. It's been a bit of a rocky start, unfortunately, but try and come back here. Oh, and there Yormick gets us on the board. Hits the corner of the net. We needed that one just to kind of stem the tide here. It's 2-1 Nittany Lions after that one.
We are ready to resume play.
So it's been a wild first minute of the game.
University Park. 4 cinches it.
Sandor wins the face-off.
Goes straight on attack.
Now trying to draw the defender. Oh, gets it to D. Leathers. And he comes in and gets his goal. So it is quickly tied up at 2 apiece. Penn State defense just a little slow to react there.
We're underway again here at the Cathedral.
And Sandor wins his 3rd face-off in a row. To Wagner. Being pursued by the 33 at Penn State defense.
23. He shoots.
Oh, he gets it to Yormick. He rings up another goal.
That's his 2nd today.
Oh, you saw that Penn State defender actually hit me with his stick behind his back. But it wasn't enough to affect the shot. Watch it one more time. That's some creative defense being played. But it wasn't enough to prevent the goal, and Cleveland State gets the lead back.
It's all about heart.
3-2.
4 wins it for the
Sandor comes away with it yet again. So far, every time somebody's won a face-off in this game, they've scored a goal, so that bodes well for us. We probe the defense.
With the shot.
Oh, this middle just opened wide for him. Taking that shot was number 20. His 43 is just flailing his stick there in vain. Cleveland State gets another goal.
Every face-off is important.
4-2 now, Vikings.
Comes away with it here. The away team wins the face-off.
Brandon Price comes away with the ground ball. Up to Anthony Estamura. Diving in, trying to find room. I think I set the pass the wrong direction that time, so we turn it over. Penn State with the ball back.
Oh, yep. Not surprised with that decision. Green
Oh,
ball.
and they promptly turn it right back over to us. So we'll dive down. Oh, finding a lot of space in the middle.
Could take over.
Ackerson buries his first goal of the night.
Face-off, so where teams can separate themselves.
We now have a 3-goal advantage after being down 2 goals. It's been a bit of a wild start here, but we got back to scoring a lot of goals quickly. Estamera bringing it into the offensive zone. Oh, got checked actually, and then just kind of powered through it and got the goal. That was an unbelievable play, and he hit the top of the post as well. You see that he gets double teamed, still rips it. Oh, that's an unbelievable effort.
Let's see who comes away with it.
You know, we really would like to get back to that championship game, obviously to try and play for the championship, but also the fact that it is against Maryland, one of the 2 teams that we actually lost to this season, so we could get our revenge in the championship game, which would be very sweet. And we'll see if we can make that happen. Oh, the ball got knocked away by Penn State in that possession. We'll try and slow them down. They bring the ball up. Sending a wild shot down. Oh, very good defense being played by the Vikings that time. Get in the way of that pass.
They'll be looking for the fast break.
As they move it to Scott Ratliff. Gets it into Leathers. Oh, he sees Yormick wide open. Took a pretty deep shot that time, but he was very wide open. It seemed like the time to try it. We cannot get it to go. And it's still 6-2 Vikings. Oh, awesome save by Grant Koopman that time.
Keeping goal today, doing a reasonable job too.
We're doing a very good job clearing the ball so far in early going of this game. Diving in, getting pressured. Here's Ackerson. Cade Ferris dumping it off to D. Leathers. We'll back it out and reset. Oh, he had Yormick diving down. Oh, kicks it back to D. Leathers. Oh, what a play. That was a give and go. It reminded me a lot of basketball, how we worked that one. Because I missed Yormick diving down initially, and then he was able to then hit me. That was a thing of beauty, really. Awesome goal. And we pushed our advantage to 5 now. Oh, it looks like Penn State's going to get this face-off. Oh, no, Sandor beat him to it, just barely. That was really just a great hustle play to win that face-off. Here's Wagoner finding space. Dumps it off to Riley coming over from the side. Penn State just doesn't have an answer for that so far. I mean, we just keep dumping it to the guys on the side. We'll dive down, and we're just finding all sorts of space in front of the net.
The players at the X are ready. Here we go again. It's 8.
We're on a 32-goal pace. We keep scoring like we are at the moment.
The away team wins the face-off.
39 seconds left now in the quarter. Here's Reed Wagoner. Vikings maybe look to hold for the last shot here. D. Leathers behind the net. Are they sending in double team? Just probing the defense. Oh, I'm getting hounded, so. Oh, and that is not where I was trying to send the pass. 15 seconds now. We did at least do a good job recovering to play defense there, forcing the wild shot. That's the final seconds of the quarter tick off here. Pretty good defense. McElliott comes away with it, and we'll just send it down there. And that will be the quarter.
To resume. The away team had to play catch up, but they head to the break with a sizable lead after what turned out to be
it's hard to be too disappointed with a 6-goal advantage. I mean, obviously it didn't start how we wanted, giving up those 2 quick goals, but we rebounded nicely. So pretty good first quarter.
Lacrosse is a game of possessions. If you can win face-offs, you're in good shape. We are underway.
Sandor has been doing a really good job on the face-offs after losing the first couple. He really showed how important face-offs are in lacrosse. You know, we gave up goals the 2 times that he didn't win. We had given up goals pretty much. Leathers getting pursued. Oh, really nice goal by Ackerson. Just slipping it behind the goalie. Off the feed from Leathers. Great play. And it is 9-2 Cleveland State.
Nice win on the face-off. 4 comes out on top.
Here's Baron McIlvaine. Run it down into the zone. Braswell. Switching places with McIlvaine. Up top to McIlvaine. Oh, taking some shots in the back there. Oh, we turn it over. Oh, man, we're just powerless to stop Penn State that time. I was going to say, this is the #1 team this season by the rankings anyways, so I was expecting them to bounce back eventually. I didn't think we were just going to run the score up on them the entire time. It's 39, just has a great individual effort.
Important face-off again,
so that cuts our advantage to 9-3. Kind of at interesting point strategically this game now. I do have a 6-goal advantage, so it could be advantageous to slow it down a little bit and kind of protect our lead, but at the same time, we're doing such a good job scoring and attacking. You kind of don't want to get away from what was working so well. You kind of have to find that balance as we get yet another goal from Wagner at that time. Just attacking that from that corner.
Huge face-off. These guys can take a beating. They're the heart of the team.
Sandor wins the face-off yet again.
4 gets in first, and the away team have the advantage.
Dumping it to Yormick. Oh, wide open D. Leathers.
That's why they call it execution.
Awesome play. D. Leathers racks another one up. He's just left wide open down there. You know, if Penn State's going to keep doing that, we're going to just keep taking those shots.
It's 11-3 for the away team.
As we push our advantage to 8.
4 wins the face-off.
Up to Brandon Price.
23.
Oh, and Yormick
3 in a row for the away team.
Is left alone that time. Cleveland State's really just starting to fill it up now. Boom. Big time goal.
Set and ready for
12-3 Vikings.
12-3 for the away team. 4 cinches it, and the away team
Wagner takes the face-off. It's it to Ober. Cleveland State looks to clear.
Alvarez.
And here's it down to the long stick, Brandon Alvarez. Being chased. He'll try and find someone to dump it off to. Ow.
Lions ball.
I was looking to dump it off. I think my stick just got bumped a little bit.
Looks to the back of the net.
Oh. Wow, what a shot by number 11, Nittany Lions. We were jostling him, as you can see. I tried to pop the ball out at the last second there, but he had a great individual effort again. Keeps our advantages just 8. Which is still pretty good. Stamura kicks it up to Ackerson. Oh, to Scott, the long stick, Scott Ratliff. Dumps it to Yormick. I was hoping somebody would dive down. There it is, Braswell. And the goalie just leaves the net wide open that time. I mean, you can see he comes out of the net a little bit. I had just so much room to work with there.
It all starts here. Who will come up with this?
Cleveland State has racked up 13 goals now. It's not even halftime. So we are turning this Final Four matchup into a bit of a rout.
Wagner.
So dump it into Wagner. Tried to find open man there. Couldn't make it happen. Up top to Wagner. Back out to Neufeld. It's about 2 minutes left now in the second quarter.
Uses his speed, expecting a slide here.
Dodged to the middle that time, but couldn't put the shot on net. Oh, here's Price finding room. He lets it go.
Green ball.
Yormik to Leathers. Back to Yormik. Oh, and the give and go between Yormik and Leathers continues paying dividends. We just hit one in the top corner at that time. Really nice goal by Yormik.
Every face-off is important.
Cleveland State's advantage now in double digits is 14-4.
4 cinches it, and the away team goes straight on attack.
Baron Mickelman gets it in a wide open avenue on the right side, so he gets it down to the offensive zone. Back up top to Brandon Price. Gets it to Mickelman, but he was running away from the goal, not towards it. Oh, backdoor to Yormik. Oh, and he finds Yormik.
Need to come up with an answer, and soon.
Very nice goal. As Yormik is lighting it up in this first half.
It can be make it, take it lacrosse.
You could definitely say the Vikings are playing their best lacrosse towards the end of the season. This is one of, arguably, our best offensive game of the year. I have to go back and check the scores to see if that's true. Oh, as we turn it over.
14 receives the ball. Too wide on that.
State lets a wild one go. Just a bit over a minute left now.
Goes for the shot.
Oh, great save by Koopman. Cleveland State will look to get the transition opportunity. Up to Estamera. To Yormik. There's a lot of traffic in front of the net, so Yormik backs it out. Just getting hounded, so I'll dump it off, but there wasn't anybody there. I was looking to pass it back up top. We'll try and slow down the Penn State attackman. Here's O'Keefe dumping it over to Dylan Folds. Nick McAvoy. It sounded like he hit the side of the net that time, or I don't know if it was my goalie's stick hitting it. In any case, Vikings coming away with the ball. Just a little over 20 seconds left now, so we'll try and work it up for one last shot. There's Braswell diving down. Oh, finding the open Yormik. Yormik having just an incredible game today as he racks up another one.
40, at it again.
And we had now pushed our advantage to 12 goals, so it's going to be really tough for Penn State to come back in this one unless we just really melt down. Up to Braswell, 8 seconds left. Maybe Braswell takes it himself. Oh, he does. And everything is going right for Cleveland State in this first half. I really didn't think that was going to work. I was assuming I would hit a defender or the goalie would save it, but this is just one of those games. We just have everything working for us. 17-4 Vikings.
It's 17-4.
Sandor comes away with it and he'll send it down.
The ball goes to the ground.
So that is the first half. What a first half it was for the Vikings in this Final Four matchup. As you can see, our shots and shots on goal have been going really well. We've been passing the ball incredibly well. 82 passes in that first half. Just 40 for Penn State. Love to see that. You can see the time of possession. We're just dominated. Same with face-off wins. Nicholas Yormik has 6 goals now, so a double hat trick, basically. I think that's called a sock trick in lacrosse. To go along with 3 assists. So, definitely player of the game favorite at this point. We'll just try and keep up this positive momentum in the second half, because we want to take care of Penn State and hopefully move on to the championship game against, and avenge our loss earlier in the year against Terrapins. Ackerson with the ball on the left side. Dumping it to Estamura. Or was it Wagner cutting down? Oh, some really nice passing. We made sure to just really work the ball around that time. Just trying to get everybody to touch it. And we get it finally back to Ackerson, who started with it, in fact. As he nets another goal.
Face-offs are essentially a ground ball. It's all about heart.
Oh, as we just continue winning face-offs. We haven't lost one since we lost the first two of the game. We'll try and probe the defense, look for space.
23.
Yormark at the X. Coming out from behind.
Riley.
A dangerous pass to Stephen Riley. To Estamura. Gets the ball jarred out of his stick. Oh, as we overrun the ball, can we get to it? We can. Jackson Braswell hunts it down. As the shot clock is now on, as we're just trying to work for a good shot.
Steps in to shoot.
Oh, we hit the side of the net that time.
Manages to recover.
It's one of the few shots we've taken so far today that did not work. Oh, big check thrown from the Vikings that time. Oh, and we make it work for us. We work the 2-on-1 advantage. And Stephen Riley is able to get that goal. I think he might have been the one that threw that check as well. So really nice sequence for the Vikings there. Defense transitioning to offense.
Nice win on the face-off. 4 comes out on top.
Oh, Sandor just sends the pass over 20's head. The Vikings do turn it over. It's funny in sports, you know, even as well as we've played today, it has not been a perfect game. Oh, as I accidentally step out of bounds there. There's definitely still things we can clean up.
15.
But again, it's hard to be too disappointed with a lead like this.
Looks to Barry. Saved by the goal.
As Koopman's gaff doesn't end up hurting us too much. We're able to come away with the stop. And now is the time. I think it starts to make sense to slow it down a little bit. Unless they leave us a wide open lane like that. And we're going to take that shot every time, pretty much. As they're really just leaving their goalie out to dry. 16 at goal advantage now for the Vikings. It's one of their most impressive, if not the most impressive, performances of the all season. Coming in the biggest game we played in.
23 has the ball now.
Yormark squaring up, darting away, losing the defender. Yormark's got a lot of speed. Oh, and he gets another goal for his 7th. This is just a great individual performance. It's been a great team performance, obviously, but Yormark is just lighting up the net today.
Here we go again. It's 21-4.
And it's not really in doubt now who's going to win this game, I don't think. But we want to make sure that we finish the game on a positive note going into the Maryland contest. As I said earlier, that is one of the teams that beat us this year, along with Johns Hopkins, who already got eliminated from the tournament. So we're not going to get a chance to avenge our loss against them, but it will be great to play Maryland again. Oh, we just send the shot super high in the air off the net that time. So we'll back it out. Try and probe a little bit here. Into Brandon Price. Behind the net to Leathers. Ackerson. Oh, we are able to juke the defender. Oh, with the shot not put on net. I had a man open there, but it's a really dangerous pass over the middle. It gets intercepted a lot in this game as well as in real life. So I was a little hesitant to throw it. I was with Juke.
Anthony has time.
Doing a really good job of keeping the ball here, but unfortunately our shots have fallen off a little bit.
He lets it go.
Oh, and that time we yet again find just a wide open lane as we send it from mid-range, I would say.
We are ready to resume play.
So that was really good. I mean, we were able to burn a bunch of time off the clock as well as get a goal out of that. As Penn State finally wins a face-off. And they come right down and score on us, so really underscoring the importance of winning face-offs. There wasn't a whole lot that my goalie could do about that. It was such a close shot. Sandor wins this one. Up to Scott Ratliff, finds wide open space. Unguarded. Scott Ratliff says, "Hey, you're not going to guard me? I will let it fly." Don't know what exactly that bounced off of. Sounded like the top of the net, but didn't seem like he could have hit it coming from that angle. In any case, we do get the ball back. Top to Reed Wagoner. Oh, wasn't where I was expecting the ball to go. It gets missed by the guy in the, kind of in the middle of the offensive zone and went in the back. Did get the crease violation. So the ball goes back to Penn State here. It's about half a minute left before the end of the quarter. Oh, and they're able to get another goal. Not a whole lot you can do about it once it gets in close like that. Like, even if you throw a check, it's not always enough to prevent them from getting the shot off and scoring, obviously.
Wins it for the away team.
Cleveland State looks for the...
brings the heat, and he gets
Oh, I was going to say the fast transition opportunity as Matt Neufeld, the long stick, gets a goal. You get those long sticks in close. I mean, it's such a crazy angle. It's really hard to stop that shot.
Set and ready for the restart.
23-6 now, Cleveland State.
For the away team.
Sandor wins the face-off. We'll see if we can get one last shot here. Might be tough. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, did we get it? He did. Tripp Smith hits it with literally zeros showing on the clock. What an amazing goal that was. Not that we needed it too badly, but it does add to our total. 24-6 now, Cleveland State. And that'll do it for the third quarter. So we got one more quarter to go here. We are still on that 32-goal scoring pace.
Starts here. Who will come up with this face-off?
Sandor taking the face-off. I was hoping to at least finish this first season by the time the actual lacrosse season starts. I know the first game's coming up. It's Vermont taking on the new program, Utah Utes. And I want to say the game is out in Salt Lake City, so that'll be a really interesting first game of the season. On February 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure if there's like going to be a stream up for that or a place to watch that online somewhere. I think a lot of people are really interested to see how Utah does in their first season of being a D1 program. It's really good for growing the game, I would say. Just getting lacrosse out in Utah, spreading it more to the West Coast. I feel like that's kind of like an untapped market. for lacrosse. So it's really exciting to see new teams. St. Bonaventure as well has a new D1 team this year. So it'll be really interesting to see how these new teams do, along with like the rule changes. Oh, as we get Yarmouth get another goal. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on the new programs or how you think this NCAA lacrosse season might go, just let me know. The teams that I mostly follow are Cleveland State, obviously, as well as Ohio State, and I live in Wisconsin, so Marquette Golden Eagles. And I will be going to the Marquette-Denver game this year, which is senior night for Marquette. So that should be a lot of fun. That game's not until April. We're actually taking on, Marquette is taking on Johns Hopkins in a scrimmage on Saturday, so might go check that out. Ball goes off the post there. And just see how the team is looking this year. Marquette is getting back one of their best players. I don't have his name at the moment, so apologize about that, but he was injured last season, and he's fully healthy now. He's going to play this year, his senior season. So that'll be really good to see him get back out there and just see how the team can do this year. I mean, I think the Big East, Denver is definitely the prohibitive favorite in that conference, but after that, it's kind of wide open. Definitely think Marquette could potentially get into the NCAA tournament if everything breaks right for them. So we get another goal from fairly deep that time. Bam, finding the side of the net.
Back to the face-off X for another scrap.
I don't know if we're going to get to 32. I think we're kind of take our foot off the gas a little bit here.
University Park goes straight on attack. Sees space, shoots.
Oh man.
And he scores.
Really nice goal by Penn State that time. They made us pay for pretty much giving them the same space that they gave us in the previous goal.
We are set to resume. It's 26-8.
26-8 now, the Vikings.
40 wins it for University Park.
Neufeld to Estamera.
Slides through.
Dodging. Oh, send the double team.
Here's a shot. What a goal.
D. Leathers gets it through the wickets there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It bounced through his legs. I just saw the space. I said, let me send it. Yeah, it looked like it did. It's kind of hard to see the defender in the camera angle that time.
These guys can take a beating. They're the heart of the team. Nice win on the face-off. 4 comes out on top.
Sandor takes the face-off. Just under 3 minutes left in the game now. We're going to really just look to burn some clock off, I think, here. Let's see if they send. I'm sure they're going to send guys at us. Yep, they do send a double team. Send it to Brandon Price. Oh, McElliott gets a goal. Not somebody who exactly scores a ton for us, but this tends to happen. If I get a lead in this game, I'll start trying to run clock, but then the computer starts sending double teams. They'll just send waves of guys at you, so you kind of just have to keep taking shots. It's kind of hard to burn the clock, in fact. Oh, it's going to be Penn State ball, I believe. Yes. So our pass got deflected by the Penn State player. As you see Penn State hitting some goals here in the fourth quarter. Oh, really nice goal that time, actually. I mean, like I said, I knew this team was dangerous. I didn't foresee us having just this offensive explosion that we did today. But I absolutely knew that Penn State's capable of scoring a lot. I mean, they were the #1 seed and #1 team this season for a reason. Oh, as Fratliff gets a long stick goal. I mean, their offense has actually been not awful today. It's just the defense has you know, they're just giving up so many goals to us, and we've just had such a awesome face-off win percentage. I mean, we just kind of buried them.
For University Park, 4 for the
so that's something to take into the championship match against Maryland. If we can try and continue just winning face-offs and stuff, I'm going to have to go back and look at the stats from that first game and see if there's anything that we did against them that did work or did not work. I don't even remember what the score was because it was much earlier this season, but it was definitely a close game. I do remember it coming down to the fourth quarter. Scoopman makes a nice save. Just burn a little bit of clock running around here in the defensive zone.
6.
Up to Trip Smith. Try and get it in the corner. Here's Cade Ferris. Loses the defender.
With the shot.
Oh, Yormick had a chance to add to his goal total there. Just under a minute left now. Cleveland State will look to just burn off this last remaining time. Oh, sweet. A horrible turnover right there. But we're really just taking the foot off the gas pedal at this point. No need to belabor the point.
McAfee shoots. And
Koopman takes it. Oh, yet again it turned it over.
Lions ball.
He's getting a little sloppy with it here towards the end of the game. Understandable with a 20-goal lead. Our focus has maybe not been quite as good as it was earlier in the game.
13 receives the pass. Has a look.
I thought the long stickman was going to pick him up, but it looked like he switched with me. That can sometimes happen in this. If you drop back too far on defense with one of the guys from the top of the defense,
play resumes. We're underway.
The back defenders will just assume that you're picking that up and they'll just switch with you. So it's only something good to keep in mind when you're playing defense in this game.
Braswell.
Hits it to Braswell. I don't know if we're going to take a shot here. I think we're just going to burn it out. Here's Scott Ratliff. We'll just kill the final seconds. So, really great performance from Cleveland State as we take down #1 seed Penn State, 29-10, I believe was the final score. And we are going to be going back to the national championship game next, taking on Maryland Terrapins. And they are the #2 seed in this tournament, so I'm sure it'll be a tough matchup. Like I said, I definitely thought this was going to be a little tougher than it was, but the Penn State defense really just didn't do too much to stop us offensively. Putting up 10 goals is not amazing, but it's, you know, nothing to discount either. As you can see, Nicholas Yormick tallied 8 goals and 4 assists, so definitely very deserving of that Most Valuable Player award. The face-off wins 33-9, and time of possession over 80% is just, like, unbelievable. 165 passes, so we're really moving the ball well today, which is key. Yeah, something we'll definitely try and do in the national championship against Maryland next, so look for that video coming out. Thanks so much, you guys, for tuning in. Go Vikings. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.